We spend our entire lives frantically chasing money, yet very few truly understand its underlying code. Most people are trapped in an infinite loop called the rat race, trading time for a fixed salary. Think your money is safe sitting in a bank? No. In the financial world, absolute stillness is a slow suicide, because an invisible ghost, named inflation, is silently devouring your purchasing power every single day. The money that bought a house a decade ago might barely cover a down payment today. This is the dilution effect of fiat currency. True awakening begins the moment you stop being a cog in the machine and vow to become the architect of the system. Lesson 1 of investing, and the most crucial, completely rewire your understanding of assets versus liabilities. The poor buy liabilities thinking they are assets, like a luxury car bought on credit that bleeds value every single day. The trap of consumerism tempts you with illusions of a refined lifestyle, only to lock you in the heavy chains of debt. The rich buy true assets. An asset is something that continuously puts money into your pocket, even while you sleep. The first cornerstone of your system is primitive capital accumulation. There are no shortcuts here, only painful discipline. Delay gratification. Plug the leaks of mindless consumption and convert every spare drop of cash flow into your investment principal. Once you have that initial principle, you hold the key to starting the eighth wonder of the world. The name of this magnificent machine is compound interest. The essence of compound interest is the exponential magic of time. Warren Buffett made 99% of his wealth after he turned 50. In the beginning, compounding is agonizingly slow. The vast majority of people surrender during this long, mediocre opening phase. But if you remain patient and cross that critical threshold of time, it erupts with an unstoppable, exponential force. Of course, the greatest enemy of building a wealth machine is your own greed and ignorance. Never touch what you don't understand. If you make money purely by luck, the market will undoubtedly find 100 ways to take it all back through your lack of skill. To prevent system failure, you need a bulletproof mechanism. This is the meaning of asset allocation. Never bet it all on one hand. Stocks, bonds, real estate, cash. Different assets react inversely across economic cycles. These are your watertight compartments. The market is forever filled with unpredictable black swan events. Crisis is the only guaranteed constant in the financial world. Survival is the first law of investing. Excellent risk control ensures that when disaster strikes, you only get a scratch, not a knockout. Always revere the market. Remember, profit and loss stem from the same root. Risk, free high returns, are 100% scams, targeting your principal. But more terrifying than a black swan is human weakness. The market is a meat grinder that infinitely amplifies greed and fear. The vast majority of retail investors die from the herd effect. They blindly follow the hype and buy right at the peak. True masters always think contrarian. They maintain extreme restraint at the height of a frenzy and decisively walk away. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. When blood runs in the streets, it's the best time to buy. This is the cruel yet lucrative nature of left-side trading. You need immense psychological fortitude to absorb the market's panic. Understand the economic pendulum. Winter passes. Spring always comes. And the most prosperous summer holds the seeds of autumn's decay. A true investor is like a patient farmer, silently planting seeds during the harsh winter when asset prices are deeply undervalued. Great companies and great assets often require 5 to 10 year cycles to prove their worth. Big money is made by sitting, not trading. Don't be the victim of high-frequency trading. Constant buying and selling only pays the broker's fees while draining your life force. Once your foundational assets are allocated, leave the rest to the most patient force in the universe. Time. Investing is an infinite game. Don't let short-term paper losses destroy your mindset. You need a macro vision that spans decades. Establish the discipline of periodic review. Do an asset rebalancing once a year to automatically buy low and sell high. Learn to admit mistakes and cut losses decisively. Never chain your precious cash flow to a sinking ship just to break even. In this marathon, the absolute ceiling of your investment returns will always be dictated by the breadth of your cognitive awareness. The best weapon against inflation isn't gold. It is your irreplaceable hardcore skills. Break the curse of a single income stream. Your day job provides basic cash flow, while side hustles build your exponential growth engine. Dividends, interest, rent, Royalties. As you build more asset pipelines, your cash flow ecosystem becomes indestructible. Eventually, you will build a wealth factory that operates flawlessly 24/7, printing money, even when you are nowhere near it. Never underestimate a passive income of just a few dollars a day. It is the living water that can eventually wash away poverty. When your passive income system is robust enough, it acts as an automatic force field against life's unexpected blows. You are no longer a consumable of time. You use money to buy back other people's time, and more importantly, your own. Until one day, your asset cash flow completely covers your rigid daily living expenses. In that exact moment, you achieve legendary financial freedom. You no longer work to survive. You create out of pure passion. Freedom isn't about buying whatever you want. True freedom is having the absolute power to say no to things you don't want to do. Treat the wealth system you've built like a digital garden that requires lifelong, meticulous care. Regularly prune the dead branches and divest from low-quality assets. Maintain the purity and efficiency of your system. Ruthlessly reinvest the profits your system generates. Let your money make money, and let your money's children work for you. In the end, your wealth will no longer be just a specific number, but a massive, self-sustaining, breathing ecosystem. Ignore whether the stock market rises or falls tomorrow. Don't be held hostage by the anxiety-driven news of financial media. A true captain only fixes their eyes on the vast sea of stars and the ultimate destination. Investing is a solitary pilgrimage. It never tests your IQ. It tests your discipline, your patience, and your character. So, starting right now, stop the useless internal friction. Stop fantasizing about winning the lottery. Go write your first line of code. Go buy your first core asset. Spend the next 10 years forging that fortress of wealth with your own hands to protect yourself and your family. Don't reach the age of 60, look back at a life of exhaustion, and realize you were just premium fuel for someone else's system. Become the one who writes the rules. Build your machine, and then let it conquer the world for you.